Okay, thank you for watching this short cost accounting in Business Central video. And cost accounting is a way of allocating financial costs to statistical accounts, and I will be demonstrating that here. So first you're going to go to the cost types, and the cost types you will see is essentially your income statement, and then with some accounts at the end, some statistical accounts like square footage, FTE, allocated rent, which I'll be using for the demonstration, and then there's the offset account right here at the bottom. Okay, next step is the cost centers, and the cost centers are dimensions in Business Central, and a dimension is a tag that lets you allocate or categorize transactions, financial transactions. And I'm going to use these last three at the bottom here: admin, prod, and sales. Cost objects we're not going to use, and those are our services and products. And lastly, cost allocations is the formula or formulas we're going to use to make these allocations. In this case, rent. You see here I have my dates, and then my cost type, that's my rent account, and then my offset account. And then these are the three department codes I'm going to use. And you see here is the share that I've set up for allocating these transactions. Okay, I have it set to static. It could be all different types, such as cost types or cost type entries, etc. There's multiple ways of doing this formula. It's very, very versatile. Okay, so the next step is I'm going to have to create an invoice to show you what this looks like. Right there, I'm going to create a new one. And I'm going to pick just any vendor for the example. This one. And then I'm going to just type in the invoice number, which is mandatory. And now I'm going to go to my lines. I'm going to pick my GL account. Put one in there, and I'm going to put 7,000 in here. I'm going to set some dimension values. You see that these dimensions here, I'm going to set the admin, but these dimensions aren't the same as the cost accounting dimensions. So I can have a dimension here for the financial purposes and have different dimensions in the allocations. Okay, so I'm going to post this now. And now I'm going to go back to my cost accounting, and you're going to see that now that rent, there's 7,000 sitting there, balance to allocate, and the rent expense. You see there was 5,000 earlier, now there's 12. And then at the bottom here, we have the account that I allocated earlier. If I click this, you can see the earlier transactions. Oops, click the wrong one. So if I click the 5,000, it's going to open up the cost entries. These are the original, my test transaction earlier. And now I'm going to allocate the 7,000. So I do this by going to the little search button and then type in allocate costs. And this is going to give me a little dialog box. I'm going to leave this as 1. The levels, I could do up to 99. And I'm going to put 6/3, which is the date of my invoice. And I'm going to hit OK. And say yes. And 4 allocation entries have been posted. So now I have 12,000 here under that allocated rent. And if I click it, you see these first 3 are the last ones, that 7,000. And you see how it split those up by those different cost centers. And that's basically it. You can do some reporting on it. You can use them in account schedules. You can use them in account schedules to use for formulas, divide numbers by FTE and things like that. It's very flexible in how you can use this after the fact in your financial reporting. And that's it. Thank you very much. And do let us know if you have any other questions.